Hi, I'm Rob Decker, and today I'm going to talk to you about sharpening your equipment, particularly scissors. This is something that a lot of guys have trouble with. And let me first tell you the first thing you need to know about sharpening your tools is this: the only thing that you ever cut with a dull blade is yourself. So guys, this is truly something that you need to perfect so that you are going to be able to do your job well. Now, we are going to be demonstrating with some sharpening steels. This one is a rough cut, and I'm not sure if it'll come through on the video, but what this has is little lines all the way through it, little grooves in this steel. And then we have a finishing steel that is smooth to the touch. Now, they're both very important tools, and you need to understand the difference and how to use each of them. Now, the rough steel is for when your blade has become very dull and needs reshaping and then sharpening. Okay, now of course I keep mine very sharp, so I won't be putting mine on this, but you basically use the same motion and method as you do with the finishing steel on the rough steel, and you just need to be able to do this. So I'm going to lay this down. We're going to get out our smooth steel, our finishing steel, and the first thing you need to know about these are how to take care of them. This is just simply fine grit sandpaper, a small little portion, and what you need to do is grasp onto the end of this and turn it, and you need to sand this quite often. This steel needs to be absolutely smooth for it to work on your tools. Very important. So we want to go ahead and just get the rough edges off of this with a little bit of fine grit sandpaper. You know, something along the lines of 140, 160, somewhere in that neighborhood is going to be fine. And we prep this. Okay. Then of course we want to wipe the dust off, get a nice smooth edge, and then we will proceed with sharpening our scissors. Now, when we look at our scissors, you have an edge going this way and an edge going this way. So this is the way you want to hold them open. Hold them by one side, hold the other side back. Now the way I do this may be a little goofy handed, it's just the way that I do it. You get your angle and you run it down. Now, if you run this hard, you're not going to get this sharpened. My information tells me that you barely want the steel to move as a result of your sharpening motion. You do not want to do this in a harsh way, and you want to start from the edge of your sharp edge on your instrument, and you want to make sure you have the right angle, and you just draw it all the way from the bottom edge through the top edge, because if your point is not sharp, your instrument is not sharp. Okay, then we flip them around and we have that edge there, and we are just going to start with the right angle and keeping that angle going from bottom to top, nice and easy. Really what you're doing here, guys, is just there become burrs on your instrument that when you cut through things, they bend over. And so what this steel does is it aligns all of those burrs to a fine edge again. And that's exactly what you're doing. So you must do it carefully, must do it completely.